Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Anime Chat. I am your host, Pop. And today, continuing on with the theme of racing anime. Hope you guys are pumped. You'll get to see some Wangan Midnight, and you'll hear all about that in all its CGI goodness. But before we get to that, welcome Woopa Troopa, Comrade Leader, and Jake D. Good to see you both here. I am broadcasting on YouTube, Rumble, and Kick. Welcome everyone on those platforms. And what do we got going on here so far? Some ask, has Whoopstotska gone too far? Rest assured, those asking such foolishness now labor in mine for the state. You sure Pokemon had a race in it somewhere? You know what? Probably. Yeah, that one episode about Ponyta? Or Rapidash? Wasn't Ash riding Rapidash or something like that I recall? Well, let us get on with the news of the week, courtesy of the Anime News Network. And there should be some interesting articles to go over today. There's one I know for sure I'm going to make comment on. And I will probably get into a bit of a very rare pop rant. So we'll see how it goes. Starting here on Sunday, Little Glee Monster performs next ending song for Mix Meisei Story Anime second season. You think he evolved into Rapidash mid-race? And Waifu Emblem? Could be. We'll see. New Rurouni Kenshin anime's fifth video unveils opening song, more cast, half-year run. Is it Harmony Gold again? Please tell me we're ranting about Harmony Gold. Not quite. Tokyo Revengers anime's Tenjiku arc reveals promo video, October premiere, and more cast. Nintendo Switch Online adds 2003 Fire Emblem Game Boy Advance title. Well, that's good. Too bad it's on Nintendo Switch Online Plus, though. I think they have to lower the price for me to consider it a good value. I just have the regular Nintendo Switch Online. That means I can only play Game Boy games, as well as NES and SNES. Live action One Piece series first trailer unveils August 31st Netflix premiere. Alright, this is what I commented on. I saw this last night on Twitter. They dropped the trailer. I watched it, and I made mention of three key things. Number one, the ship figurehead. The goat doesn't have its mouth open. It looks hideous that way. In the anime and the manga, it's just like a drawn-on mouth. It's not wide, gaping open. So that's one strike against you. Number two, Nami and Zoro are arguing back and forth a little bit, and Luffy is like, "Oh, I sense some tension between the crew." First of all, he would never make mention of that because he is so oblivious to that sort of thing. So that's strike number two, Netflix. And what was the last thing I made mention of? Oh yeah. When Luffy's like, "Oh, all the heroes call out their finishing attacks." And Zoro says, "No, they don't." That's what got me too. It's like, in every manga and anime, you guys always call out your attacks. So that's strike 3, Netflix. So I don't think, according to the trailer, that this is going to be very promising. So that is my little mini rant or observation of this trailer. I will probably just stick to the manga and the anime, but we'll see. Remember the Netflix meme is out there for a reason. And hey, Punk Waddle, how you doing? Good to see ya. Jake D, you reject Netflix desire? Aaron Yeager. You watched Brandon the Anime Guy's review of the trailer. Yeah, I have not seen that yet. I'm gonna I'll watch Brandon's review probably after I do my stream here. It's not possible to adapt that series. Yeah, probably not. You concur, Zorro isn't bad, but the rest isn't promising. Yeah, I even put it in a tweet out there. I said it's sus to me. It's like, I don't know. You can't make Luffy so aware of what's going on between the crew, that is. Heard it wasn't well received, but you don't know anything about this as a whole. That's okay, Woopa. Yeah, I don't think Woopa isn't traditionally an anime follower. I know he likes his Pokemon, Punk Waddle, but yeah. So I think he learns a lot of it by hanging around my stream. At least I hope so. Okay, so that's that article. That's right. He can't be self-aware. He's a lovable buffoon. Exactly. He's got, his most important thing is where's the meat? He wants to have lots of food, and he wants to be king of the pirates. And any drama that goes on between the crew and all that, very rarely does he ever acknowledge it or even get involved. Even if Netflix doesn't actively try to make a terrible series, we go back to the original issue from the old days in that live-action adaptations of video games anime typically weren't super great. There is that stigma as well, yes. Whether it's video games or movies that they turned into video games, I've been burned too many times by those substandard games just because they have a movie franchise's name. And it's like, this game isn't great at all. It's pretty bad. Let's see here. The next article, The Dangers in My Heart anime gets second season next January. Oh, here's the TV ranking. Let's have a look at that. Now at the top, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Sazi-san, then Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, Soaring Sky, Pretty Cure, Mix Season 2, One Piece is in there, Doraemon, Mobile Suit Gundam, Witch from Mercury, and Crayon Shin-chan. A little bit of a peek at what their ratings are. Luffy is the junior high kid who never loses his optimism or his disconnect with the world around him. Yep, you nailed it, Punk Waddle. He's always, and it's funny the way he recruits people into the crew. And I don't know if they're gonna kind of do that. He's like, hey, you should be on my crew. Even if they're resistant, he's very insistent. And it's like his personality and friendship wins them over. What have we got here? My daughter left the nest and returned an S-rank adventurer. Anime's first video unveils cast, staff, fall debut. Oh, that sounds like it might be a good one. This pink-haired waifu might have me on Demon Slayer. Yeah, they're always the cute ones, aren't they? Rhapsody Project's second trailer teases hybrid anime concert experience. Oh yes, Japan's video game rankings. Let's see. Tears of the Kingdom still at number 1. And it is. Tears of the Kingdom, number 1, followed up by, a PS5 game, Diablo 4. Okay, next up is Mario Kart 8. Okay, and then Diablo 4 again for the PS4 and Xbox. Then Street Fighter 6. After that, it's Minecraft. And then Street Fighter 6 for the PS4. Then Nintendo Switch Sports. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Super Smash Bros. Splatoon 3. Etrian Odyssey Origins. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Mario Party Superstars. Gran Turismo 7 for the PS5 is at number 17. Ring Fit Adventure. Then Animal Crossing New Horizons. And We Love Katamari Reroll Plus Royal Reverie. I do like my Katamari. Those are some pretty fun games, just rolling stuff up. Riza, thank you, Tecmo. Oh snap, Diablo 4 making waves in Japan, eh? I guess, yeah. That sold 24,375 copies. I'm kind of surprised to see Xbox Series X up there. I think that might be the first time you've seen... Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Xbox Series X at number 5 with 8,524 copies. But that's an anomaly, all right. You never ever see the Xbox. But still PS5s and PS4s. Well, there we go. Tears of the Kingdom, still number 1. Atelier Riza TV Anime second video previews Okmiu's ending song. Yes, JT. Comrade Leader is right. Still a third of the PS5 sales and equal to PS4 sales, so it's lagging behind. Yeah. I tell you guys, I saw one in Costco for like $734. And I'm like, I'm not buying that. That's way too expensive. Yeah, you thought Xbox was basically non-existent in Japan, so still surprised to see it. Yeah, I mean, it's not a popular console. That was 734 Canadian, JP. Acapella music project Utago wa Millefeuille gets anime. Going back to Friday, TMS Entertainment Bang Zoom hold open auditions for English dub role in Undead Unluck anime at Anime Expo. Oh, that'd be neat. I'd like to go and try out for something like that. I'm always right, even when I'm wrong. Da, Comrade Leader. They have so many exclusives on the PlayStation that they don't need no Western Xbox. Yes. And I think what turned them off was the OG Xbox. When they brought it over to Japan, they had this humongous controller that was way too big for anybody's hands there. And they had to do a quick redesign and get the Xbox Controller S or something like that out, just to make it so that it's a little more friendly for the smaller hands. Looks like it's about $550 US. Okay. Yeah. Still way too much for a PlayStation 5. The controller was ridiculous. Yeah, from what I hear. Like made for giant hands. Partially, Japan is not very big console focused. They love their phone games. It's unbelievable. I know we always see this on the news here, that the phone games are starting and stopping, but also Sony was always the Japanese company. Why get anything else? Yes, I'm guessing, and we'd have to do some questioning of the other people that are interested in Japan, like Blaine and such, but they must have a loyalty to their brand, like brand loyalty in Japan, because it is a Japanese company, rather than like, oh, here's an American company. I'm not going to buy that. You bought your PS5 when you were in retail therapy state of mind. You actually found one in the wild. Hey, yeah. Pretty rare for some of those to even be found in the wild. Early on, that's for sure. Xbox is very much an American and Canadian thing. Even in Europe, it's pretty much just Sony. Okay. Waifu phone games? Yes, Jake D. Don't get addicted. PlayStation sales blow Xbox sales out of the water usually, but in the US it's pretty neck and neck. Yeah, I could see that. All the anime exclusives, Nintendo is getting a lot of them now too, so still Nintendo and Sony. Why you need another console? Yeah. If you can get games, that aren't exclusive and they're all on this other platform, and you have yourself a Switch, might as well get that one. The backup Canadian, let's get him to do a poll. I think Angry Canadian is sleeping right now. I think it might be that time in Japan for him. Akiba's Trip, Undead and Undressed Director's Cut game launches in West on August 1st. Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 3 anime reveals ending theme song, artist Mini Yemori character trailer. Lazarina performs new ending theme song for Eden Zero anime Season 2. Okay, not much I've seen around any of those shows. Ayakashi Triangle Anime restarts broadcast from first episode on July the 10th. Dark Gathering Anime's third promo video reveals Luz's opening theme song. Hiromu Arakawa's autobiographical Hayakusho Kizoku Anime's first promo video streamed. Master Detective Archives Rain Code Games trailer highlights mechanics updated. Oh yeah, they do? Okay. Tell them to go door to door surveying the local populace. We'll get Wakazashi beat in the street too. Yeah, come on AC, you and Gray get out there. We need a real-time poll done. That would actually be pretty neat. Get a real-time poll going. Going back to Thursday, Laid Back Camp Anime's first smartphone game launches globally. Oh man, another one. Laid Back Camp. Okay, well, I haven't watched that at all. Crunchyroll to stream Reign of the Seven Spellblades. Liar Liar anime. I think I will watch Liar Liar. I'd have to check my planning list on Analyst. But I am planning on the next season is coming up. We're wrapping up the spring season of anime, and I've enjoyed some of the shows I've been watching. Dr. Stone, New World's anime second part premieres in October. Baki Hanma Season 2 reveals theme song artist for second part. I know Blaine is a big Baki the Grappler fan, so he'll be glad to hear that. The Great Cleric anime premieres on July the 6th. Dr. Stone, another case in excellent advertising. Yeah, it makes all the difference. It really does. You gotta get the word out. Netflix streams the first 4 minutes of Black Clover, Sword of Wizard King film before Friday debut. I haven't seen any Black Clover. Go Go Loser Ranger TV anime reveals head writer studio. Well, that just sounds like Power Rangers, except they changed the words a little bit. I don't know, should we look into this? have a look into this. I'm intrigued here. The official website for the television anime of Negi Haruba's Go-Go Loser Ranger manga revealed on Thursday that Ichiro Ochi, the demon girl next door, Adachi, and Shimamura is in charge of series composition and the anime with Yostar Pictures. Where does it say here? What is it? Describes the series. When the monster army invaded Earth 13 years ago, the Divine Dragon Rangers rose up to stop them. With the war raging on, these great heroes are mankind's last hope. Or are they? In truth, the invaders were subjugated within a year, forced to continue to crank out a monster a week for the Rangers to crush in front of their adoring fans. But one monster has had enough. Something has to change. He'll rebel against the might of the Dragon Rangers and destroy them all from the inside. Okay, so there's your premise of Go-Go Loser Rangers. Huh. Sounds like it could be a funny one, but we'll see. We'll reserve judgment until we get a chance to watch it. Oh, you meant they had waifus in the trailers. Ah, okay, Jake D. Yeah. That sells me on it, too. It's like, waifu? You better believe it. Haim Saban will sue. Yeah. My wife and I, we actually watched the original Zoo Ranger, the one that they based the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on. And it was pretty good. Very little different, very bit of a different story, of course, changed for the Western audiences, but it was fun to get through the whole thing. It had a definite closure at the end. Let's see, what do we got here? Grasshopper manufacturer teases new game, states Shadows of the Damned Remastered will probably come to all current platforms. Probably. Don't do that. You should always be like, yes, it's coming to this, or no, it's not. What is this, Persona 5? Oh. Let's see here. Atlas reveals more platforms for Persona 3 Reload game. And you don't know how happy Mrs. Mechanic is about that. She loves her Persona, and she's like, it better come out for Switch, or I am going to go out and choke a bitch. So I'm like, okay, calm down. We'll get it. We'll hope for the best. It's a sequel to Persona 4. After 5, yeah. Before 5 comes 4. You're about halfway through Zoo Ranger. Ah, good, Jake D. Good to know. Well, Punkwaddle, you've played Persona 5. I've been hearing rumors of like Persona 6 already. And technically each Persona is a new story, not an exact continuation of the character story. Okay. Yeah. Oh snap, Miss Mechanic getting angry. So, Atlas reveals Persona 5 Tactica spin-off game for release November 17th. Tactical RPG upload for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows PC, Steam, PS5, PS4, Switch. Wow, it sounds like it's coming to everything. Atlas confirmed with ANN on Wednesday that it will also release the game for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. ANN's original article is below. Okay. I couldn't stop myself. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Oh, it's alright, JP. You're alright. Going back to Wednesday. Which port is this? Persona 3? Okay, let's have a look there. Game launches in early 2024 for Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Windows, PS5, PS4, Steam. Oh, I didn't see a Switch on there. Miss Mechanic gonna be mad. Atlas revealed during Microsoft Xbox Game Showcase livestream on Sunday that it's developing the Persona 3 Reload game. The game will release in early 2024 for Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Windows PC. The game will be available for Xbox Game Pass at launch. The new game will feature a revamped battle system from the original Persona 3 game. In addition, the game will feature cutting-edge graphics and gameplay, a remastered soundtrack, and enhanced audio featuring all new English voiceover. The new English dubcast for the game includes all these people. Atlas describes the game: step into the shoes of a transfer student thrust into an unexpected fate and enter the hour hidden between one day and the next. Awaken an incredible power and chase the mysteries of Tartarus. Fight for your friends and leave a mark on their memories forever. Persona 3 first released on the PlayStation 2 in 2006. Persona 3 FES, an add-on disc, released in 2007. Persona 3 Portable released for the PlayStation Portable in 2009. The game inspired a 4-part anime film series that opened in 2013 to 2016. Okay. I don't know which port that is. Punkwaddle? Probably the Xbox one. No one loves us on Switch. It's hard sometimes being a Switch owner. Ikemono-san, TV Anime's latest promo video reveals theme song. Firefighter Daigo, Rescuer in Orange, anime's second teaser, narrated by Kinjiro Suda. Get a firefighter anime, it looks like. Soul Calibur 5 to be delisted on PS3, Xbox 360 on June 19th. Dyschronia, Chronos Alternate Game's third final chapter launches on July 13th. Odd that it wouldn't go to the Switch. Nintendo's doing some good stuff lately. They could give Sony a run for their money in the anime department. Yes, I would love to see that. I'd love to see the Switch just dominate. You know, that'll teach Sony to turn their back on their fans in Japan. I also want to see if they're going to come out with a successor to the Switch. As long as the successor still plays the games I have, just the regular cartridges. If they want to make it 4K output, that's fine. But just as long as it plays the old games too. You know, that's all I'd like to see. Yeah, give it some more power. Fix that Joy-Con drift. Make it so it's got like some high-speed LAN connection and high-speed Wi-Fi. Yeah, you would too, because if the Nintendo dominates and doesn't even get a newer console for a year or two, they can add insult to injury. Yeah, let's pour some salt into that wound. It's like, hey, look how high-powered your PS5 is and your Xbox S or X or whatever it's called. And look at the Switch over here. It's small, compact, you know, doesn't overheat. It's does a good job of, you know, it's something that they can be like, look at our console, and it's handheld. Take it with you. That to me, that was the smartest thing Nintendo could do with the Switch. You've got it. It can be a console, show on your television. Oh, but you can just pick it up and go and take it with you, like, and still play every single game. Now you don't have two different consoles to build. They don't have to build a Game Boy or a DS or 3DS. They don't have to build those and a console. You've got it all in one. I mean, that's great. Third-party controllers. Yes, Punkwaddle. That's probably the fix for. Or I have a wired one I use to compensate for that the drift. And Blaine, hey Blaine, good to see you. We were discussing some stuff here about Japan. Hopefully you can answer the question. In Japan, are they more likely to buy stuff from a Japanese company rather than American? Because we were talking about PlayStation and Sony, and are the Japanese people more likely to support Sony no matter what? Or do they care that it's a Japanese company? Just asking, just trying to see. If people buy it, plus $300 was high 4 years ago, but compared to a $600 console. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I believe I spent $379 to buy my Switch in 2018. And, you know, I mean, that to me, I'm like, oh, that's average. But yeah, 600? Woof. Joy-Con drift doesn't exist. Blinks in Morse code. O-R-D-U-R-E. Yeah. Oh, Jake D. Always killing me. You've had no drift on your second-gen Joy-Con, Redbox, but it's no console. PS5 pushes amazing VR in GT7. Okay, yeah. That's the thing is, the power is not there for the Switch to push out anything like that. PS3 first gen is 2 consoles in one with a card reader. The original PS3 was amazing. You can play PS1, PS2, and PS3 games. It had compact flash card connection. Like that was awesome, you know. And just being able to play 3 generations on one console. I mean, I really, that was expensive when it came out too. No one wanted to pay the $600 or $800 it cost. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. What do we got here? Exo Primal's game trailer highlights Exosuits, Savage Gauntlet co-op mode. Capcom reveals Dragon's Dogma 2 gameplay footage. Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero, the most heretical last boss queen Dark Gathering anime premieres at Anime Expo. Fate Grand Order Fujimaru Ritsuka wa Kararanai. Anime shorts premiere on TV on July 2nd. Too much dang money? Yes. Yep. The reason they cut the price was because they removed the PS2 board and all the good parts. Yep. Blu-ray, yeah. Yeah, I heard they went from like hardware to software emulation for that. Wolfstotska will have price controls on gaming. Doesn't seem like there's much point for you to spend the big monies for current gen consoles right now. You can wait. Last Sailor Moon Cosmos film casts live-action Sailor Mars actress Keiko Kitagawa. Tenpuru, No One Can Live on Loneliness. TV Anime's third promo video announces July 8th debut. Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lawrence Anime's second video unveils theme songs. July 12th debut. Then they don't need game consoles. More mining, less Minecrafting. Yeah, there you go. So, you like Minecraft? How about go into a real mine? You used to buy PCs for the price of a console. Now you own a PC 4 times a console. I mean, there's a lot to be said for playing games on your PC when you can control pretty much every aspect. You know, you don't like it? Well, new video card. Oh, you don't like the sound? Oh, new sound card. Oh, Temple looks to be this season's Cafe Terrace. Okay. Temple. That's what they call it. Okay. You children yearn for the mines. Nupur's damn autocorrect. Undead Girl Murder Farce anime's main promo video previews theme songs, reveals more staff, July 5th debut. What else we got here? Freren Beyond Journey's End anime reveals more cast, character visual. Mikawa Over the Moon for You anime gets new 4-episode series on July the 12th. The way console prices are going, PC is starting to look like the go-to investment. Not only is that, as emulators get better, you get to catch up on console games. True. Yeah. People are always doing better and better emulation, for sure. Only reason you need the Xbox One is because you just sunk too much in it by now. It depends on what you want to play. Yeah, that's true too. Time to join the PC the PC Master Race. Super Mario Bros. Drops to number 2 in Japan. Detective Conan Kurogane no Submarine drops to number 6. Mario Bros. Still hanging in there. Good job. The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 3 holds world premiere tour in 5 countries. Going back to Tuesday, Yaosobi's Oshinoko anime opening song Idol streamed over 200 million times. You're not going to get the most fanciest thing? You have a killer PC and you use it to emulate Game Boy Advance. Same. Yeah. North American anime manga releases. Anime Expo screens world premieres for Undead Murder Farce Bungo Stray Dogs Season 5 anime. Naruto Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections Games trailer reveals Boruto Karma Kawaki Jigen. Next up, Konosuba Love for These Clothes of Desire PS4, Switch, PC game heads west. You'll be able to play Konosuba on your PC, it looks like. Your laptop is having a hard time with YouTube. Probably has an STD from... Yeah? Always wear your protection. Always do a safety save. G-Kids screens Blue Giant anime film in North America this year. Hardfight Vanguard Will Plus Dress Seasons 3 promo video reveals July 8th premiere. New City Hunter anime films trailer unveils more cast, theme songs, September 8th debut. Going back to Monday, Snack Basu comedy manga gets anime. That sounds like could be good. I might want to give that a watch. Mega Man X Dive game gets offline version on PC and smartphones. Past 6 months, PC parts have been dropping in price a lot. And the CC was only worth half of when you bought it. Yeah, don't ever compare. Like, once you buy something, don't go out and afterwards and try to compare things because you'll be very disappointed. You're like, oh. This comment was brought to you by McAfee. Remember to use protection. Yes. Always use protection. Ghost Trick Remastered Games trailer reveals demo now available. Capcom unveils Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy for early 2024. Yeah, it looks like Phoenix Wright and all those guys. For those of you that like the Ace Attorney games. The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie Games trailer previews skills, team attacks. Golden Kamui anime season 4 cast Rikia Koyama. With PC, it's always the balance of how much you want to pay versus how far into the future you want it to be viable. Even now, your motherboard would need an upgrade for the next Ryzen. I see. Yep. Sorceress Stabber Orphan Anime Sanctuary Arc reveals climax promo video. Feel the Apple performs ending theme for Reborn as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon anime. And I'm going to watch that one just because it's Reborn as a vending machine. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with that show. And that's coming up for summer of 2023. The Concierge at Hokyoku Department Store anime film reveals 14 more cast members. 14. Wow. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I don't know. We'll look and see. Probably look at a trailer or something to see what it's all about. Legend of Heroes on the list, Jake D. Very good. Speaking of racing, Canada GP today. How's the weather in Montreal? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look up and see. Here it's raining. Overcast and raining, so it's good because all the grass needs to green up, so I don't mind the rain. Yuzuki-san Chi no Yon Kyodai, TV anime reveals main cast, teaser video. I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness. TV anime cast Atsumi Tanizaki Ryotaro Okiayu. Okay then. Disgraced noble lady a crash course in naughtiness. Oh, it sounds like a good one. The Misfit of Demon King Academy 2 anime is re-airing from first episode starts on July the 8th. Same, you have some brown ground right now. Yeah, that's pretty odd for the Pacific Northwest, though. I thought it would be a little greener than that. G-Kids licenses French-Japanese co-production film Ghost Cat Anzu. Okay. Anime Expo hosts U.S. premiere for Kaina of the Great Snow Sea. Star Sage film. Tekken 8 game begins closed network testing on July 21st. Wow, they're already up to Tekken 8. Oof. Microsoft reveals Capcom's Kunitsu Gami Path of the Goddess battle strategy game. Final Fantasy 16 game's demo launches on PS5 on June the 12th. Well, that was last week. I wonder how that's going. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth Games' new trailer reveals early 2024 debut. That's on the to-do list. That's good, Jake D. No profit as in you do not have to spend cash buying a new one. You save your money every year like you need to buy a new PC. Oh. Atlas reveals Persona 5 Tactica spin-off game for release on November the 27th. Atlas reveals Persona 3 Reload game. You gotta have to look into this because of Mrs. Mechanic. Atlas confirmed with ANN on Wednesday will also release the game for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Steam. ANN's original articles below. So I could pick it up for the PlayStation 4 if Mrs. Mechanic wants to play it on the PS4. Atlas reveals first full-scale fantasy RPG metaphor, ReFantasio. And we're finally back to Sunday again. So that is it for the news of the week. Yeah, Persona 5 Tactica. You can look at that there, Punkwaddle. Tactical RPG released for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows PC, Steam, PS5, PS4, Switch. They revealed the Persona 5 Tactica tactical role-playing game during Microsoft Xbox Series Games Showcase live stream on Sunday. It will release on November 17th for all these consoles and the Windows PC. Normally you get plenty of rain through June, then mid-August the big yellow ball appears until mid-September. Damn global warming. Yeah. For us, May was a hot month, and then it just started to rain. We needed it badly though in June here. Even though it's shut down and I don't like working in the rain. Oh, I did mention earlier you were getting confused between Tactica and the 3 Reload. You do some research. Hey, Persona fans will always do their research. They want to get the best game possible. And that is it for the news of the week. Coming up before the main event, time for a commercial.
Oh, hey there everybody. How are you? Well, I don't always play video games, but when I do, I make sure to safely make a safety save in a safe environment. And if you don't know how to make a safety save, well then make sure you check out Pop Culture Mechanics, 9 a.m. Mountain Time and 10 a.m. Central on Saturday mornings, where you can learn how to make a safety save that you might be so excited you could dance if you wanna. So, come on and check out Pop Culture Mechanics on Saturday mornings. Going to see you there. Bye.
Finally! Yes! Whew! My God! And there we go. Always do the safety save. Next up, the main event. Get ready. On your marks. Get set. And go. Wangan Midnight. And a good morning to you, Joseph Dredd. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. We're getting into the main event now. As suggested to me by Blaine, who is a expert at anime. Wangan Midnight. So a little bit of background here. The story gets its roots from the actual street racing that occurs on Tokyo Shuto Expressway, one stretch of which is known as the Wangan, literally meaning Bayside, although it is generally used to refer to the freeway. The longest, straightest road in the entire country. Of course, there's also lots of traffic to contend with, including a fair number of heavy trucks. Because of this, the action is inherently hazardous and wrecks are common. Blown engines are also a frequent hazard, especially with the extreme high-power engines. So, the story goes as follows. One day, Akio Asakura, a third-year high school student, is driving his Fair Lady Z, Z31, and is challenged by Tatsuya Shima, a doctor in his black Porsche 964 Turbo, nicknamed the Blackbird. With a friend in the passenger seat and 2 girls in the back, Akio pitifully tries to win, but is defeated. Determined to become faster, he goes into the junkyard to buy parts for his car. Well, there's his first mistake. Don't go to the junkyard to buy parts for your car. Come on. You gotta get your high-performance parts at the high-performance parts store. There he sees a pristine, unscratched midnight blue Fairlady Z S30 in the junkyard. Intrigued as to why such a machine is about to be junked, he buys it. He soon finds that the car is unnaturally fast due to a tuned L28 engine, bored and stroked to 3.1 liters. Combined with twin turbos, which produce 620 horsepower. He also finds that all of the car's previous owners had unfortunate accidents in it. Starting with the first owner's death, the manga follows Akio's various encounters, though the central plot revolves around his constant battle with the Blackbird for superiority. Well then. Yeah, this is, I'm enjoying it. I've watched the first 3 episodes. It is pretty darn enjoyable, I'd say. lots of CGI, which is good. And just watching it, the cars are so well done that you can tell by looking at them what kind of car they are. The Western animators could take a hint from these guys. Instead of the way they draw vehicles, where it's like, oh, generic box with 4 wheels. Whereas you watch this show and you're like, that's a Skyline. That's a Nissan. You know, that's a Porsche. I mean, anyways, as we so often do, we'll go over it. Ah, yes. As you can see right off the bat, that is a nice looking car right there. And the only thing is the character designs. These guys' eyebrows, like holy caterpillar. I mean, huge eyebrows on the guys. But yes, we get a shot of our 3 main protagonists. But this is so well done. I love the look of this. The aesthetics are just so visually pleasing. You know, like look at that. That's a nice looking car right there. And yes, we'll see the beginning here, I believe, where Akio and his buddy are driving along with the women in the back there. And he doesn't have his, doesn't get the car right off the bat. He's got his own first car here. Act 1, Devil Z. And yes, I'm going to call it Devil Z because that's how they pronounce it in Japanese. And DJ Ronnie G, welcome. How you doing? This anime sort of looks like Initial D. It will, because it was made by the same studio that did Initial D. You had a Z32. This series spoke. There you go. You go to the junkyard as a dream of the old days. Now everyone pulls the old LS blocks and Buick turbos, and junkyards charge full price. Ugh. But not a Z32. The manga started in 90, predating Initial D by 5 years, and the anime came after Initial D, so they got to use the same techniques Initial D had learned. Ah, okay. Russo-Japanese War was a thing? Yeah, it was. They were feeling very high on themselves after they beat back the Russians back in 1904, 1905, around there. He's reaching for a unibrow reference. Nothing drops the lady folks' panties like a loud and fast car. Here we go. So yes, several months earlier, you see these guys. There they are. It's Akio and his buddy. You got the women in there. Here comes the Blackbird, the Porsche. He's like, what's that? So he's pretty famous, the guy that drives the Blackbird. And they want to go out there, and Akio wants to catch him. But there's no way. Your car's not going to keep up. He's trying. He's trying for all he's worth until the Porsche guy gets serious and shifts it into gear. This mechanic is like, don't even bother going against them. Your car can't do it. So, and they're just in high school, so off they go on the old moped. Here's at the junkyard. This is where he sees the car. There it is, the Devil's Zeddo. he's remembering back, seeing that car. I guess it was a couple of years ago that he saw that car drive by him. It's a twin turbo. There you go. So it's been fully tuned. So the thing's just a monster, like a rocket with 4 wheels. And they're going over the paperwork and all that. He wants to buy it, but the guy that brought it into the scrapyard is like, look, just crush this thing. Don't sell it. Yeah, there he is there. He said the car is dangerous and he just wants him to scrap it. He's like, don't worry. Sell it to me. And he like hangs out there after hours to just stare at the car. Russia got some revenge in the end. The black Porsche is the leader of the Midnight Club, the racing gang that was good enough at bluffing that they got the game series named after them. Yeah, I've heard of Midnight Club. That's pretty neat that it's related to this. So he's really adamant. He's like, I'm gotta get this thing. And he finally does get it. It's only a 2-seater. He's like, oh, you can't pick up girls now. It only seats 2. It's your car now. There we go. He got his car inspected. So he's taking it out. And everyone's trying to warn him. Don't overdo it. Don't push it too hard. But what else is a student gonna do? Except always push it to the limit, no matter what. That insert superpower will kill you is one of your favorite tropes. Yeah. Don't use it. You know what? I'm going to use it even more now. So he's going to get held back a year because he just doesn't go to class. So he thinks the car and him are connected. But here he is out on the highway. He is pushing it. 230K right there. Oh, and there's the Blackbird. His nickname is the Emperor of Wangan. Here we go. So he's never driven a car with that much power before, and he figures he's going to beat the guy in the Porsche. We'll see. There, he's on his tail, just giving her. They keep hearing about all these accidents that the car has been in. That's why they're like, oh, Akio, you gotta not race this thing. You're gonna get in an accident and die. And he gets into an accident. Doesn't die though, but he gets into an accident. Past the point of no return. That's exactly it, Blaine. And you can pick up a girl, though. Yeah, it's a two-seater. It's going to be you and her. You know, your buddy, he can get his own car. But no matter how many times Akio smacks up the car, he is going to fix it. And it shows the point at which he loses it. The road is blocked off. He's trying to cut in front of the Porsche. And that is the end of the episode. Yep, that's the end of the episode. And it's quite a good show. I would definitely gonna try to finish it up. I like how he's it seems a little bit he's too obsessed with that car and trying to beat the Porsche. So we'll see how it goes here. Whether he's going to, well, he's got to either get better at driving and stop crashing, or he has to do something different. So yes, that is Wangan Midnight. And as I'm just looking through here, who the studio was that did it. The studio was called ACGT. They've done not much I've heard of. Eden Zero. Where is it here? I saw Initial D Extra Stage. They've done that already in 2008. They did Wangan Midnight in 2007 and some more Initial D. Giant Robo they did in 2007. Oh yes, Initial D in 2004. Kino's Journey in 2003. And in 2002, they did Duel Masters and a few others. But I've heard of Duel Masters. So yeah. That is good for them for doing that. And yeah, as Blaine was saying, the manga came out in 1993 and ended in 2008. That is 550 chapters. Wow, that's crazy. And there's a sequel, Wangan Midnight C1 Runner. So you can get your racing fix, because I've watched episodes 2 and 3, and by the third episode you're getting the female protagonist who wants to race Akio in her GTR Skyline. So that's a fun one to watch. And I think it's only going to get better. So, you might ask yourself, Pop, what are you watching right now? Well, I'll tell you. As far as anime shows go, which I will be wrapping up because it's going to be the end of the spring season, and we'll have to get into the summer season and pick which ones to watch there. As it stands right now, Kazuna no LL. This is where you have the characters trying to become virtual idols, like VTubers. I got to catch up. I'm behind by one episode, but no problem to catch up. Marginal Service, Once again, it's like Men in Black, dealing with aliens that want to hang out on Earth. Some are good, some are benign, some are not so good. So the marginal service takes care of them. And Yuri is My Job. The story of how the main character, puts up a facade so that she's loved by everyone and can find herself a rich husband to marry. But how she gets drawn into working in a cafe that is like a European or a German girls' academy. That's the theme. And they sort of put on an ongoing soap opera show for the patrons that come in. And so they it gets into the drama, and it's pretty good. And then their real lives are kind of creeping into their lives at the academy that they're in. So it's to me, it's very interesting. I enjoy it. And also One Piece. Trying to catch up on it. The latest collection comes out in August, so I have to wait until August for volume 32, I believe. So I've kind of been put on the back burner for now, while my Mrs. Mechanic and I watch Legion of Superheroes. It's pretty enjoyable. I've watched it before, but she hadn't seen it. Sounds good. The only thing missing from this car show are fleets, spaceships. Well, we'll see, DJ Ronnie G. Hopefully they'll do some. Well, I'll see if there's like racing spaceships. I mean, there's got to be something out there about that. Okay, well, coming up. So next week, it will be the last week of June, the last racing-themed show. I have yet to come up with which racing anime to look at. I will do my homework, though, and pick one and watch it, and hopefully it'll be a good one to watch. I'm just going to wrap her up here. It's been a good time with you guys. I just want to thank everyone that came out today. The usual suspects and some of the new people who have stopped in, which I am very grateful for. People like Whoopa Troopa and Jake D, Punk Waddle, Blaine from Blaine's Escape Corner, and Kitty Bear. I saw you were here. It's always good to see you. And who else was in? I know you're here. Was DJ Ronnie G and Joseph Dredd. Once again, many thanks, you guys. If you could do me a favor, and just slap that like button. You know, it helps me out a bit. Lets YouTube know you guys like what you see, and maybe YouTube will recommend me on the old recommended page. Tell your friends about me, spread the word. And there's other good channels out there too, don't forget. There's like Pacific 414, who does a pop talk, I think, in about an hour now. And Blaine's Escape Corner, he streams Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, where you can escape from reality and enjoy what you like to do. Whether it's comics, video games, anime, all that sort of good stuff. There's Ronan66 and DJ Ronnie G, Brandon the Anime Guy, Nerdporeal Lifeform. There's Angry Canadian, Whoopa Troopa, who has his own channel where he does game streaming. And there's Punk Waddle, who is at Floral from Under a Rock, and he has his own YouTube channel. I'm out there on Discord. It's called The Shop. You know, because that's where the tradesmen hang out. We hang out at the shop, shoot the breeze. I'm out there on Rumble and Kick. Kick's not doing so well, though, because I don't do hot tub streams. So I doubt I'm going to be very successful on Kick because of that very reason. Coming up Tuesday, Trades Talk Tuesday. I'm still in the middle of shutdown at the plant, but things are coming to a close here. The end is in sight. I'm still putting together the machinery, the pumps, the compressors, anything that needs to be taken apart, put back together with new parts so they can run for the whole year. That's what I'm doing. So the end is in sight, and I will bring in some pictures of the compressor that I'm rebuilding so you guys can get an understanding as to what it means to go through and what it looks like. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the type of compressor that I'm going to be putting back together, but now's your chance. Show up on Tuesday, you'll be able to see it. And then it's Saturday, the game stream. Working on Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Made it pretty far the last stream, so things are moving right along. And then we circle around again to Sunday Anime Chat. It's got to be a racing anime. It's gonna be something. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you apprised. Should be in for a fun time and more racing anime. And then I got to come up with something for July. So, a few things to think about. For the state JD Discord address, I will put that in there. It's so long since I've done that. It's like, okay, Discord. Help me out here, Discord. Tuesdays are your Fridays. Always a good time for Trades Talk. Hey, thanks, DJ Ronnie G. I appreciate you stopping in after work. Working at it here, working at it. Right here. Oh, there we go. Invite people, invite guests. No? Gotta be. Settings. Whoopa, thanks, buddy. Man, oh man, it's been a while since I've had to do anything like that. So there you go. There's the Discord link. Ooh, my trusty mod Whoopa has put it in the chat there. Enjoy. It'll be good to see you guys. We'll see what Kick does. It's the next in the line of the same old King of the Hill. Yeah. Tuesdays, yeah. Or your Fridays, yeah. You got to finish your Godzilla vs. Hedorah review for Kaiju June. Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Ah, nice. All right, well, everyone, much appreciated for you coming out today. I'm very grateful, and I hope to see you on Tuesday. Stop by for Trades Talk Tuesday, where I'm in my element, talking about the skilled trades. Until then, everyone, I have been Pop, and I am signing off.